So what I think was a much needed change, Ninja finally buffed the attack Paragon. The Crucible of Steel and Flame has only been out for 3 updates, but it feels like it badly needed a buff ever since it got dropped, and it finally happened this update. The Meteor Impact ability is down 30 seconds, 90 cooldown to 60. In addition, slight pierce increase to the Maelstrom ability, but that's largely negligible, I feel like. It's mostly the Meteor, and that's a good thing. The Meteor is the majority, I feel like, of the attack Paragon's damage. So now in the time that you could get 2 Meteor impacts off, you can now get 3 of them. So 50% more damage from the Meteor, essentially. To showcase this, we're going to take it over on Elite Lich here on Cornfield. NFT this round, by the way. But I didn't want to do an easy way out for the attack Paragon. I think last time I tried showcasing it, I literally gave it the best possible boss and the best possible map and balance. Don't get me wrong, this is probably still an A+ map for the attack Paragon, but A+ means it still only does its main damage check, the Maelstrom stuff, in a small area, aka over here. And that's the issue I have with using attack Paragon in boss events, in which I don't use it at all, because it has such limited range, and 90% of maps just don't play well with it, and even if the map does play well, it doesn't even do that much damage. Before I keep complaining about the attack Paragon, let me just show you the general early game farming strat. It's pretty tough on Cornfield, because it costs money to remove stuff. No, we're not doing a no harvest boss, but it is the easiest way to get through early game. 2 shooting turrets, and then we're gonna build into a bank, so we don't have to spend money on removing to build more early farms. We finally get our bank on round 28, and then I get a bomb shooter here for round 28 and 30, the light balloons. After this round, NFT is at its maximum value, maximum efficiency, so we sell it to get IMF loan, and then deposit it. And finally, on round 35, it is full, and I have the IMF loan ability to squeeze out an extra 10k. Even with the extra 10k, money is still extremely tight. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna play the round, and then take out the loan, and then suck up into the Monkeyopolis. Now I want to get a balloon trap, but I don't have the money for it, because money is tight. Sell this village, and I'm almost there. Guess I'll just wait a couple more $100 here. Sell the free Dormitory too, because it's gonna pop some balloons that will not make extra money, but there we go. Late balloon trap, but I think we can salvage it. And now it's time to pull out the all-reliable rubber to gold farming. I'm gonna try to aim to get it for the lead tier. I don't think I can afford rubber to gold, but I need to get 103 to get every $50 lead here. So check this out, 1, 2, 3, and this. And that is beautiful. Perfectly timed. And rubber to gold too, after getting all that money from the leads there. Okay, enough talking about how the map is about as good as it gets for the attack Paragon. Let's talk about the boss, because it's not just map counters, but it's boss counters. Think about it, the tank Paragon can't see camo, so phase is a wash. Blast Populus is a wash too, because of the rock line of sight blockers blocking the Maelstrom Vortex. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So that leaves us with the remaining 3 bosses, of which Bloons is probably the easiest, but we can't just keep giving it the easy stuff, so I think the Lich here is a good compromise. Not too easy and not too hard of a boss for the attack. I guess while I'm here, I am also going to try to use tax to beat tiers here. Honestly, even if it wasn't about the attack Paragon showcase, I still probably would have used tax. They seem like a pretty good option for tier 1 anyway, because we just wait for the money for tax zone, and then it's just shred in this corner here. At least I'm expecting that to be the case. Here comes one Moab. I guess I'll just get my embrittlement. I'm probably going to need it for this part. Catch the insides there, good. The marketplace is there for a reason, and that's so I can sell it to make a quick buck, and I think I'm going to need to get it right. I mean, I can afford it now, but let's just get to the finish line earlier, okay? Because I need Glue Strike as well, I think, would be nice. Now the attack zone should do +3 damage once I get the ability off. Still waiting. Still waiting. Oh, also, I think I left enough space for a Moab Shove here, right? I think I'm gonna need that because look at the chain Moabs. They are extremely fast. And there's no way without Shove I would survive it. Even with Shove, I don't survive it. Wait. It does damage, but not enough damage, okay. If I retry the round here, we get the same issue. So let's go back 1 extra round. Time Machine OP. And let's get our Shove set up immediately this time. So it starts doing the shoving immediately, because before I waited 3 seconds, and 3 made a big difference. Oh, also, did I pop the F mob there? I did. Oh, that means there's a chained F mob over here that I have to wait for it to pop. I don't think we're gonna beat this in time, because Lich moves. I think Lich will move too fast here. Once it leaves this corner, it's gonna lose a lot of DPS on the soul. You see here? Yeah, okay. Okay, new plan that I'll probably save more time. Get tax zone in this corner then. So it buys us time while still giving us some early wiggle room. You feel me? So glue strike now. Get to the soul. Knock it back. And this should do, I feel. Now that I beat all the, what do you call it, mob souls, I'm gonna use the shove on the mobs coming in, so that we don't spawn any of those chain balloons. So far, halfway. Oh, I think the last skull is gonna be super sketchy. Yeah, it's a soul here. Well, I'm gonna try to salvage it with one overdrive here. Come on. Oh, nice, nice. I think this last overdrive came in clutch. And there we go. Lich, tier 1 Lich has been defeated. Now I'll try to use this time to stall the round, I guess, with this mob in the way. And then sell these towers for a banana research facility into, you know, you already know already, I don't need to say it. You know the implication. Now there's an overclock and fertilizer I have, right? Awesome. Low-key, I kind of want to keep the shove, because look what I can do. I can let it stall forever, and then turn all those cerams into that. Actually, no, that's a little bit extra. We have the new smart spikes thing, or set target, so what we can do is for any mobs coming in, just get a mob shove, or sorry, mob shredder, literally to the next of the spike pile, or the trap. Enough so that it doesn't hit Bloons, but it hits Moabs, and that honestly should be enough. Like, look how awesome this is. Mob number 1, and mob number 2. And now I probably just need to get a second trap, because this missed a hell of a lot of ceramics. We can get Banana Central after this round here, I think, right? 45,000, and sell 4 of these gets me perfectly there. Oh, I'm gonna need a change of pants after that one, that's for sure. We might be able to farm so hard that, honestly, maybe getting a temporary tech paragon for next year could be an option. It is over $200,000, so I'll probably just super buff a taxo instead, but we'll see how much I can milk out in the next 7 rounds here or so. What an absolutely filthy amount of money, not to mention those satisfying dense sleds there. 93,000. Sell these, and we do have 200k, but I would need to sell a little bit more to afford the tier 5 tech and the Paragon itself. So I don't know if it's worth it. I have an idea, actually. I could maybe wait several rounds. Again, I don't need the Crucible immediately. I can wait maybe until round 62, and then I can sell a minimal amount of arms, because this here is already like 50k per round. So I don't mind waiting if that means I can keep my Banana Central and maybe some of these beer reps here. That'd be ideal. See, already up to 50k. And I think I'll wait till the start of 62 here. Okay, now it's time, right? Sure. Are we there yet? 10k to go. Okay, I'll get rid of 1 balloon trap, 1 spike here, and there's the money. Let's see how quickly this takes down tier 2. It should be really quick. After all, it is a Paragon. But let's, I guess, first start off with the Maelstrom ability. Well, it's not in the prime position yet, so it's obviously not doing a whole lot. I think the Meteor should chunk. Oh, but here's the issue. It only does 1 skull at most. So even if it has 135,000 damage, which it does, it's only going to do 10k for this one. So that kind of blows. And the little fireballs that come out have a low lifespan, so this is going to be a pretty slow kill. But hey, as long as we still beat it within, ideally, before 63 ends, then I'm cool with it. Let's just see. 2 skulls left. Don't mind the heals, it's not a big deal. And perfect, we did beat it before the round ended. Sell now. We'll get a big trap here, so I don't have to get back my my spike factory. This will make a good amount of money anyway. And now, back to building farms. I think it's probably time to start clearing some land. And that should be a GG for tier 3, 4, and 5. Ideally, again, I want to see if Tac Paragon can be the main DPS all the way to tier 5. But I have a good feeling it's not going to be able to solo. So I'll probably have to call in the help of several Paragons by that tier. Oh, and also, I don't think I'm going to go for or aim for a degree 100 attack. I think it's simply too precise and not worth the effort, because with the extra money I need to spend from getting the attack from degree 80 to 100, I can probably get another really high degree Paragon by then, if you know what I mean. Because I'm also going to utilize the tech of the Desperado and the Monkeyopolis. Give it more range so I can first discount them, and then, you know, sell this one and then suck it up for an absolutely gargantuan amount of money. It's no wonder they have to implement nerfs like Rubber Gold Multiplier, because everything they keep adding will power creep the farming even more than it currently is. Let's see. One more farm fit here. Not quite. RIP. Actually, I lied. There is one more farm spot. Cool. Sell this now early. Get back a 104. And how big is this going to be? Well, we have to wait. But make this bigger, and okay. $75,000 Monkeyopolis. So 15 farms. You could probably go much higher, obviously. Putting in this in the middle, but we don't need to go that overkill. I'll probably chill with the farming at this point, because we don't need that much money. Since the Paragons we're getting are cheap, using the cash slider isn't going to require like millions of dollars like you would for an Ace Paragon or a Wizard Paragon. I started farming like 8 rounds ago and I still have this much money, in case you're wondering. So this here is also going to be a makeshift attack Paragon. Degree 21 with just the tier sacrifices. And then for tier 4, I think I'm going to get my permanent Paragon at minimum degree 80. We're going to throw a bunch of Paragon totems on them. But surely a makeshift degree 21 should beat tier 3, I hope. First off, do I have anything that will heal Lich? I think only this thing start of round white stuff boost will do that. That was a weird way to describe the cleansing foam, but yeah. Anyway, 1 meteor is still enough for 1 skull, so that's cool. Now let's see if the Maelstrom ability can tickle it down before it exits. We don't have to get it before it exits, but it would be ideal. And yes, also, I know that when the tower you're trying to, or balloon you're trying to pop, if it's right on top of attack, you don't really have to use the Maelstrom ability, because it just makes it wider. So, I'm gonna do that now. Don't use it. Let's save the meteor for the moment we can damage now. Boom. 3 left. We gotta make sure, though, we can beat the next 2 skulls here. It did heal. That was probably, again, the white stuff, I'm guessing. Second last skull. Last skull, we'll use the Maelstrom, because that is pretty far out of range. And nice. The Attack Paragon did do it. Thank God. It had literally the perfect bend to do so. So now we sell, and we just wait. Well, actually, not just wait. We want to get all the pops from round 82 to 100 on the attack, so that we can squeeze out an extra 1 million pops worth of degrees. So we're just going to go ahead and build some stuff here, so that the attacks get all the damage. So, with 22 totems and max cash slider, how high can we push the attack to? Can we get 80? Indeed we can. Wow. 80 is the highest we could have gone. What are the odds of that? So, we'll just play the round, because I'm pretty sure a degree 80 will be enough. Actually, so just so we don't heal Lich, let me just move the white stuff away. And now we'll play the round. I'll try to drop Paragon totems if I remember on the way through, but let's see. Degree 80 should make quick work of tier 4, right? Each meteor, unfortunately, was not able to... Oh, crap. Okay. Let me remember to get some D-camo, because I keep forgetting that attack can't see camo. 2 shimmers in the entrance should be all we need. Again, 1 meteor does about 400,000 damage, but the fireballs afterwards is enough to easily reach skull and easily hits the insides of Lich. The part that will eat your lives away. I don't want to use the meteor right now, because we're gonna, again, get overkill damage that I'd rather not like to get. So, here's better. And holy crap, okay, I might need some better DT popping and DT slaying. Not ideal. And we lost 2 20 life chunks there. We also healed. Oh, sorry, I'm a dumbass. I have tech bot. Tech bot on my... where is the tech bot? Okay, get rid of it. My bad. I was a bit blind there. That was what was healing over the Ultra Boost. Now that that's out of the way, though, can we focus back on the attack and the fact that degree 80 is still... I wouldn't say struggling, but it doesn't seem trivial so far, that's for sure. Halfway now. And okay, yeah, I need something more reliable for... Let me just get a damn Balloon Crush, and then a Camp Pot on it, so we don't We definitely don't leak any DTs. No point using the Maelstrom there. That wasn't my bad. Third last skull. I have to use the Maelstrom here because there are currently some chain mobs all the way up there that are not popping. Let's hope I don't have to use the Maelstrom here, or rather the Meteor. Good. If we save it for the last part here, then the Meteor Fireballs should get the insides of Lich too. So we don't have to worry about that Lich Soul. There we go. Tier 4 beaten, although it took 4 rounds to do so. And also a decent track length. I'm going to use these Paragon totems next on the Boomerang Paragon because I don't think it will outshine the attack too much. So I didn't want to get like an ace to make this thing completely worthless on T5. But this also complements the attack very well because it can give a 10% attack speed buff to all primary monkeys. So that's a small bonus. The pomps from round 100 to 120 have insane value. So we should be able to get a degree 80 Boomerang much easier. Take a lot of how much cash lighter we need. We can go up to 85, but obviously, I'd like to make it a nice even 80 to pair with attack. And so we can compare. The Boomerang is more expensive, so you have to take it with a grain of salt, but we can see that the attack Paragon has an 8 million pop head start. Which of these will end up doing more damage, I wonder? Oh, we also have the money, I think, just to go for the NG Paragon. It's just going to be as an emergency, really. Emergency as in, I think I'll only use the Power Glove if I need to. Remember, we actually need 42, 43. People have calculated for full overclock uptime. But for now, we'll see if no overclock is fine. I'd rather do no overclock because it would make this comparison a bit more fair. So if the attack Paragon is finally balanced now, it should just be slightly under the damage of the Boomerang, I hope. Obviously, this does not take into account the fact that balloons are coming in. Maybe to prevent that, we can do stuff like a main mob on last. That might be able to prevent some of the rounds from progressing. Let's see how well of a job I do at that. So far, 1 million... Oh, this thing has done more damage, but that is also thanks to the meteor burst that we got. But I guess that's even out by the fact that this is, like, not even close to in range. So far, a balanced diet. We also lost 27 lives. Wait, it's not dying. Do you see this? Okay, finally. That cost us 100 lives. I don't think it'll be as bad once we start popping each skull over here. Because, like, over there, I think the Boomerang couldn't get its main attack off. We shouldn't be leaking 100 lives every skull, otherwise I wouldn't have farmed enough. Let's see. Do we leak any 27s? Once? Twice? Okay, just twice, that's fine. Here we go, though, another meteor. We got 3 off and 3 skulls, which is 1 more than we would have gotten pre-buff. Oh, also, this is taking way too long. This chain ZMG isn't dying, so let me use a BMA to pop it real quick. Although, I guess selling it is kind of dumb. I should have just done a big trap. My bad. Anyway, it looks like the Boomerang Paragon has pulled ahead by far right now. Let's see if the attack can catch up while it's, like, getting maximum damage on top. Come on. If I see another chained FZMG, we will, again, do the thing. Do the big trap. But it seems okay. Their last skull, I probably actually might end up needing the Power Glove despite 2 degree 80 Paragons. I don't necessarily think that's surprising because these are 2 weak, low-tier Paragons, cheap Paragons. So, Ninja Kiwi's intent probably isn't for you to have them be strong enough to beat tier 5. But it would have been nice, you know? Okay, 1 more skull to go. If I have the meteor for that, we should be able to defend it. After all, we still have engineer too, like for damage reasons. Which I think actually is going to come in clutch here. I think without it, we probably end up dying. In fact, the meteor doesn't even get me the skull. I think I lose here, don't I? Right, I'm dead? Also, I'm pretty sure you can't do this, right? Legend of the Night? Oh, wait. We got knockback on the Lich Soul there. Boomerang Paragon clutch, man. Boomer clutch. Okay, ignore the Legend of the Night. Doesn't do much damage anyway, but can we finish off the last couple million? Now it's all in attack. We only have the meteor. Wait, why are... Oh, no. Did you see the fireball just chase the... not Lich, but the other stuff? It's over. Okay, we're gonna go back a few rounds to start power gloving, but you can see, before I die here, the attack did 14 million damage. The boomerang, okay, it evened out. It started off pretty bad, but I think it looks like it's respectable. If the attack Paragon is considered, or the Boomer Paragon is considered decent, then I'd say we can give the same props to the attack too. And also, I just realized that overclocking is dumb. Lich can take that buff away, but we can maybe dodge the dodge the skull, or sorry, dodge the heal if we play it smart. If you don't know, the heal works in 12-second intervals or something like that. But it seems like, yeah, if I don't use that trick, I still end up at the same HP as before. If I had one more meteor ability, I think we could have clutched it. Okay, fine. Let's go back to round 123 here. Buy the big trap. And instead of using the overclock, just use the sentry turrets. This will give damage. Probably enough to make the million difference. Let's see here. How much did NG do? Yeah, 1 million damage. That's so far pretty much the difference. And also, looks like there's still one chain ZMG, so let's catch it with a trap and finish this finally. Last skull. We're gonna use a Sentry Explosion to pop the soul a little bit faster. Come on. There we go. And we should have one more meteor attack here. 1.7, 1.5. Come on, let's get it off. It's almost there. I actually might not even need it. Yeah, I probably didn't need it, but we got one off just to squeeze out a little bit more damage to this guy. So again, it looks like the tank Paragon has about 80% of the damage compared to the boomerang at the same degree. Granted, it did receive a 10% buff. And granted, it also has no cam protection or utility, like this guy has knockback, for example. So my opinion after this buff, probably still one of the worst Paragons, but that's just me. If you have another opinion, then leave it down below. Click here for more boss videos, and peace.